Dear students, this is the second video of the chapter, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. In the first part, I told you that Aram and Murad both belong to the Gargolenian family, both belong to the very poor family, and they were known for their honesty, and both of them wanted to ride horse, and for that Murad stole a horse also. But according to Murad, the stealing of the horse was not like that of stealing money, and both of them were enjoying horse riding without thinking that it was stealing at all. Now in the second part, continuing, I will mark the area where I will teach, and open your text and start understanding the story. I will tell you the vocabulary also in between. You can underline, you can note down the points wherever you think they are necessary. The sun was about up, and Aram told him that it was his turn to ride. As I told you that both of them were riding one by one. So Murad got off and Aram sat on the horse. He was fearful and the horse did not move. Murad tried to guide him by saying that he should try to kick into his muscles, and told him that he should hurry because they need to take him back before everyone woke up. Aram kicked into the muscles of the horse, to which the horse again raised and breathed out. The horse began to run, and Aram did not know what to do next. The horse started going towards the road that leads to the vineyard of Dikran Halavian. It began to move over vines, and Aram fell down. The horse continued to run, and Murad came running down the road towards him. Murad told him that he is not worried about him, but they need to find the horse. They both went different ways. They both went different ways to find him. He instructed Aram to be kind if he saw him anywhere. Next, Aram looked for the horse down the road, and Murad went towards the irrigation ditch. He came back after 30 minutes with the horse. He told him to jump over, as the whole world was awake by then. Aram asked what would they do now, to which Murad told him about two options: take him back or hide him until tomorrow. Murad was not worried, and Aram knew that Murad would hide him somewhere and not take him back for a while. Aram asked where Murad would hide him. Murad told him about a place he knew which would be perfect as a hidden spot. Aram eagerly asked him when he stole the horse. It appeared to him that Murad had been taking the horse for morning rides for quite some time, and he showed up this morning to ask Aram to ride along because he knew he was longing to ride one. Alfalfa, actually it is a flowering plant, Alfalfa. Next one, Murad shuts him down by asking a counter question about who talks about stealing a horse. Aram tried to change the question by asking him since how long was he riding the horse every morning. Murad told him that morning was the first time. Aram was not convinced and asked him if he was telling the truth. Murad said if anyone asked Aram, he should say that it was true. He further added that he did not want them to be liars, but they had to say only this. Aram agreed, and Murad walked the horse quietly towards the barn of a deserted vineyard. It belonged to a farmer named Fetia Jam. The barn had some oats and alfalfa. They started walking home. Murad told Aram that it was not easy to get the horse to behave nicely, as it wanted to run wild at first. He told him again that he had a way with the horse and he could get them to do whatever he wants to. Horses understood him. Next, Aram amusingly asked him how he controlled the horse, to which Murad said he has an understanding with the horse. Aram asked him what sort of understanding did he have with him, to which Murad told him a simple and honest one. Aram confessed he would also like to know how to have an understanding with a horse. Murad assured Aram by saying that he is still a small boy. He will learn when he will be 13. Aram went home and ate breakfast. That day, his uncle Khosrow visited his house for coffee and cigarettes. He sat in the parlor and was remembering the old country when a person came to visit him. He was John Byro, a farmer who learned to speak Armenian because of loneliness. His mother bought Byro some coffee and tobacco. He sipped and smoked and told them about his missing white horse, who was stolen last month and he is not able to find it. Khosrow roared again that it is no harm, and shouted why he was crying over a lost horse when they had lost their homeland. You came across a word? Parlor is sitting space in a house. Next, John replied to Khosrow that he would not bother as he lived in a city. Out his country was of no good without his horse. Khosrow shouted that he must not pay any attention to it. John told him that he walked down 10 miles to come here. Khosrow shouted that he has legs, to which John said his left leg hurt. Khosrow again tried to shut him down by saying that he should not pay any attention to it. John said that the horse cost him $60. Khosrow said he would spit on the money, after which John got up and went away, slamming the door. Aram's mother told him that John had a gentle heart and he was homesick and he was such a large man. Aram went to Murad. He was sitting under a peach tree talking to a robin bird. He was repairing the wing that was hurt. Aram told him about John Byro and how he visited their house and he wanted his horse. Aram asked him not to return the horse until he learns to ride it. The two words, city dweller, a person who lives in a city, and Surrey, Surrey, means a country in southeast England. Next, Murad told Aram that it will take him a whole year to learn to ride a horse. Aram said they could keep him for a year then. Murad stood up on his feet and shouted at him about encouraging him to be a thief. in spite of being a member of the Gargolanian family. He declared that the horse should go to the true owner. Aram asked when would they have to return the horse, to which Murad said in 6 months. He threw the bird into the air. It almost fell twice but flew at last. For the next 2 weeks they both would take the horse out of the barn and ride it. But every morning the horse would throw Aram and run away whenever he tried to ride it. He still hoped he would learn to ride it the way his cousin did. Once, on the way to the deserted vineyard to hide the horse again, they met John Viro, who was on his way to town. Murad insisted on talking to him as he had a way with the farmers. Next, Murad wished him good morning, and Viro saw the horse carefully. Viro wished them back and asked the name of the horse. Murad said, "My heart," in Armenian language. Viro complimented that it was a lovely name for a lovely horse. He swore that it was his horse that was stolen weeks ago. He asked if he could look into his mouth. After looking from tooth to tooth, it said it was his horse. If he did not know his parents, he said the horse was a twin of his horse. He further said that his family is all for honesty, but the horse looked just like the one he lost. A man who is suspicious would easily believe his eyes and not his heart. He wished them and went away. Murad wished him back. The next morning, they took the horse back to the John Viro's vineyard and put it in his barn. The dogs followed them around without making any sound. Murad replied they would not bark at them since he had a way with dogs. Murad put his arms around the horse, then pressed his nose into the horse's nose. He patted him and then they went away. That same afternoon, John came to Aram's house in his surrey and showed his mother his horse that returned. He said he did not know what to think as the horse is much stronger now with a better temper. He thanked God. Uncle Khosrow, who was in the parlor again, shouted irritated, "Quiet, man, quiet. Your horse has been returned. Pay no attention to it." So this is the end of the story. I hope you would have understood it. Watch this video. Thank you for watching video. Have a nice day.